Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesday. So today I want to talk a little bit about affirmations and mantras. I've talked a little bit about this in previous Trumpet Tips Tuesdays, but I want to think this week for all of you to see how it relates to your whole practice session or if you're working on a specific piece. So what is this? This is something that you tell yourself. It could be in front of a mirror, or it could be something you say to yourself several times a day, but something that helps you play the piece better. And it's especially helpful if you're working on something that's a little challenging that you maybe don't feel as comfortable on. So it could be something as simple as, I am a good trumpet player, or it could be, I am really good at multiple tonguing passages. And you say that to yourself. It could be out loud, it could be in your head before you start practicing that piece. And watch as you prime yourself to actually doing a better job than you would have otherwise. Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesday. So I am backstage at my gig. I'm about to play a solo with an orchestra. And you might think that is ridiculous. Why are you filming a Trumpet Tip Tuesday at this time? But I just thought of something, so I thought I would share it with you. So whenever I am nervous or scared or excited or even bored or not interested or frustrated about a performance opportunity, something I always think about is imagine your audience. So this could be someone in your audience's first concert. This could be their first time hearing your instrument, first time hearing this kind of music. Could even be their last time hearing a concert, last time ever hearing solo trumpet or orchestra or whatever it is. And, it's just such a big opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life. So, something to think about. Hope this helps. I just wanted to film one last tip before the end of the year, especially since Tuesday was Christmas. And I was thinking a lot about the tips throughout the year, and I think sort of the most important thing that I wanted to share is that I know, I've studied with some really fancy people. Maybe you have. Maybe you're studying with someone who's studied with a lot of fancy people. But I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that at the end of the day, you are your own best teacher. You are your own best advocate. You know what you do best. You know what you want to work on. You know what you like doing, what you don't like doing, what you need to work on, all of that stuff. And so no better way to sort of start 2019 thinking what you really want to improve at, what you really want to get better at, and how you can help yourself get better at trumpet in this new year. Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesday. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of recognizing your progress. So I just finished all my teaching at NYU this semester, and it's been great working there and seeing all my students. And one of the things that I've noticed through teaching there, and some of my younger students especially, is that it's so easy to go through every lesson week after week and sort of not realize how much you've gotten better and what you've worked on and really how much you've learned and improved over time, especially when there's always so much more work to be done. And you're always looking for that next thing, the next thing that you're trying to do better at, the next project, the next piece. But looking back through your notes and what you've been practicing this semester and remembering the things that you weren't able to do but you're now able to do, these things are super important to instill not only in yourself but also in your students. So something to keep in mind. Hope this helps. Today's tip is specifically for those of us that are teaching. So for me, my definition of teaching is sort of how many different ways can you explain and demonstrate a concept in a way that the students understand it. So, we're all different students, we're all different learners, the way we process things is different, and so being able to be flexible and really figure out the different ways that you can describe something in the hopes that, all these different kinds of students can really understand it is so powerful. So one of the things that came up for me recently was demonstrating a lip slur. So normally I just, I talk about all sorts of things, and a lip slur would be a slur that you're only doing with your lips, obviously. So instead of doing C to G open, I had my student go from C to G using the alternate fingering. So today I want to talk a little bit about goal setting. I know many of us are getting ready for the fall semester, either as a teacher and a student, and it is a perfect time to start working on your goals and figuring out what you want to accomplish this semester. And I think it's really important to have goals of all different time lengths. So that could be something like a daily goal, either for your practice session or for something else like that. And long-term goals, whether it's on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, or here are all the things that I'm interested in learning or improving at this semester as a greater time period. So it's just really important to sort of get your stuff together, as they say, especially before things get too busy and it can be a little complicated, and maybe you get bogged down and you're wondering like, what's it all for? But hopefully your goals will help you stay on track and stay focused and stay motivated. A quick follow-up video to last week's post about goal setting. I think that there's sort of an important, easy question that you can think about every day that sort of summarizes a lot of what I was saying last week, and that is, what are you doing every day to benefit your career and improve as a musician that is not simply practicing on your instrument? I think this is really interesting to consider because so many of the time we're just like, oh, if I was just better, everything would fall into place, and we know that that's not true and that it doesn't work like that. And so what are the things you can do? You can send emails to try and get more students, and networking, and mental practicing by listening to players on YouTube, and so many things that we can do. So it's just something to think about, and remember that every day we have this opportunity to get better in ways that are not just practicing, and that's something important to take advantage of. When you are teaching a trumpet lesson or a music lesson or whatever it is that you do, I just think it is really important to keep in mind that we are teaching so much more than just how to play this instrument. So what do I mean by that? We are teaching somebody the importance of hard work. We're teaching somebody what happens when they really focus and work on something diligently over time and how they can get better. We are teaching somebody how to listen, how to be critical of themselves, and so many more things that are so much more than obviously just physically how to play the instrument. So hope this helps. Keep it in mind.